What's going on? It's R.I.M.E live in HD. We got another banger. Pretty much, just a continuance of the series we've been working on. What we talking about today is acceptance. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the rimemusic page on YouTube. Do the Instagram, all that. Subscribe, leave comments and all that good stuff, whatever. Acceptance. It's a good one. Because this thing right here could be misinterpreted a lot of different ways. Acceptance. Because you got to ask yourself, what are you accepting? And what, by you accepting it, is that benefiting you in a good way or a bad way? This is a tricky subject because everything changes between situations, right? So you got something like, you might not feel like at the moment that you accepting this thing is beneficial, but you find out later the best thing you could have ever done. And I'm gonna get into that in another video entitled Inconveniently Blessed. I coined that phrase, inconveniently blessed, but we're gonna get into that on another situation. But that kind of ties into this. So you gotta evaluate your situation and your circumstance and whoever you're dealing with, and you have to come up with, are you willing to accept what's going on? Because you got to think, if you poking the bear and poking the bear and poking the bear and keep getting the same outcome, it's a reason why you're not getting a different outcome. It's because you haven't yet accepted that either situation or that person for who they are and for what it is. If you can't get the results you're looking for from this pond, you need to go to another pond. If you can't get the results that you want from this resource, find another resource. No one said you had to stop trying or using your methods or using your strategies. But sometimes you using your methods and strategies on this particular pond or this particular resource is not the best thing. Because now you're in the form of forcing it. Now you're trying to force something to happen. Now you're trying to beat a dead horse. You don't have to beat a dead horse. You don't have to get a dead horse in line. He's dead. You don't have to get a dead situation in line. You start a new situation. You don't have to try to force a dead relationship. Start a new one. And that same energy that you put in to the dead situation, you're not going to change who you are. You're going to put that same energy into this. I was talking to somebody that was they was upset that their pay got docked, right? And I said, what happened? He's like, well, I was 30 minutes late for an assigned job that he was contracted for a certain time for. I was like, okay. You know what I'm saying? I was like, bro, you was contracted. He's like, yeah, but I worked so hard when I was here. I said, working hard and busting your behind is who you are. But the thing about it is, that's not all that you were contracted to do. You were contracted to be on time. Now, I understand little grace periods, a little 10 minutes, maybe 12, maybe 50, but 30? That's a lot of time, especially when what you're needed for that particular job you were contracted for was needed at 8. Then I told him, I said, picture if you had a business and you had workers that you needed to be somewhere at a certain time so you can contract them out so they can do whatever they need to do. And you sitting here waiting for a person that signed on the dotted line and said, I am available between this time and that time to do this job. And they just roll up in there like, hey man, y'all got to take this L today. He said, oh no. So he was more upset that the dude over him didn't talk to him. He just talked to the company that contracted him out. And they just, because I was like, dog, it's not his job to babysit you. You know what I'm saying? It's not his job to do anything with you. He's actually in business with the guy that contracted you out. You understand what I'm saying? So it's your job as an independent contractor to do what you signed up for. That's your job. So when you don't do that, what do you expect to happen? And I guarantee somewhere in that paperwork it say he can dock you, right? So now his remedy was, man, I'm just gonna slack. I'm just slack. I mean, he just wanted some get back. He wanted, he pretty much making a business situation personal. That's what you can't do. He made a business situation personal and stuff like that. I'm like, dog, that's just business, bro. It's business. I guarantee your bank ain't gonna do that no more, because you taking, that bite, in your pay. You didn't like that bite. You felt that. You understood that. So that was a way of the guy over you to get your attention without even having to talk to you. He's like, all right, oh, okay. Oh, he want to play. You think he playing with you. You think he playing with your money. No, he looking like you playing with my work. Okay, bing. So yeah, can't take everything personal when you're in a business environment or a business arrangement, because that's where stuff, get mixed up. You want people that don't know you to look out for you, be there for you, hold your hand, babysit you, all that. These folks don't know you. And because you don't know them, you feel like they have something against you personally. But truth be told, had you not done whatever you done, it wouldn't even be a conversation. So this thing with those contracts. But yeah, acceptance. You might get accepted into a credit union, a bank, or accepted into a organization, become a member of something. Ask yourself, if there are membership dues that are paid or to be paid and you don't pay them, how long you think you're going to be a member? You know what I'm saying? They're going to cancel your membership. But a lot of people, like I said, like to have status and positions that they don't have to work for. A lot of people believe that I can be this, but I ain't got to be this. You know what I'm saying? I can claim this, but I don't have to do anything to earn this or to maintain this. I can claim it and not maintain it. How about that? And it's like, there's really no position, that you acquire or get into or build up to or get accepted to be that can't be taken from you. History shows that. No matter what it is, unless it's like, some family stuff, you're my son, you gotta be, or you're a human or something like. But as far as like positions and things of that nature, there's no real spots or positions that, you just got, unless you just, you know what I'm saying? Like kings have been overthrown, you know, governors have been, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, you gotta earn that. Even if you did get it, even, let's say you did get in by the skin of your teeth. Let's say you didn't earn your right to be in there. When you get in there, you're gonna definitely have to earn it to stay there. You know, because with positions comes responsibilities. And I've noticed a lot of people just want the position, they want the title, they want the status, the social status of a thing. When in actuality, it's all about the function. If I'm sitting in the car with no engine, it doesn't matter anything about my willpower. It doesn't matter about what I believe or anything like that. That car is not taking me anywhere. I'm not driving that car anywhere because it doesn't have the moving parts to make it do what it do. It doesn't have the moving parts to cause it to take me somewhere. It's useless. And that's what we got to do. We got to build up in ourselves the moving parts, the fortitude, you know, the wherewithal to keep moving in the direction that we want. We got to ask ourselves, do we have those moving parts? And if you ask yourself and you give yourself an answer of yes and all that stuff, guess what? That's going to be tested. That's what tests in life come from, you know? Your tests that come at you let you know what's in you. They got a statement, oh man, he wasn't built for like that. He wasn't built like that. You find out how you're built when the tests come. You could tell me anything before the test come. How you manage the test, how you handle the test, how you deal with the tests that come lets you know what you was built for at that moment in time. Just because you failed or whatever this that does not mean that, you know, you just failed that test. There's another one coming, don't worry. And that's why it's important for us to not quit our efforts, not quit in the things that we aspire to do. Because how else are we gonna know? How else are we gonna know? But in the present moment, once again, back to the acceptance piece, banging our head across the wall, this, that, the third, you have to accept that that's a wall. Okay? You got to accept that that's a wall you banging your head on or punching your fists against. And until you accept that, you're going to keep punching at it. So that's my thoughts on that. Acceptance. And after you accept, now you gotta ask yourself what you're gonna do about it. After you accept, okay, I got a bad deal with that. Okay, that didn't work out. Okay, this person is not moving. Okay, this person is not complying to what I want. Okay, now you gotta ask yourself what you're gonna do about it. But you can't even move to that part until you come to the level of acceptance. You can't solve a problem that you don't realize is a problem. And a lot of times the problem is with us and how we look at things. Acceptance changes your view. And it should also change your strategy. You know? Side note, I heard something phenomenal, not in a good way. I heard something scary. The dude told me that he was claiming, that a woman was his wife. She had moved on. She had, seeing younger guy, all that stuff. He's still paying for the house she living in. And he's still claiming that as his wife. I said, how long y'all been divorced? 3 years. That's scary to me. I said, how you know she's seeing somebody else? This is the scariest face I ever seen. He's like, I mean, I saw him walking in the house. He and then said it with a smirk, like with a smile on his face, like, cause I'm like, how you know? Yeah, he been hiking up to that house. That was a little scary, man. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't got no, I don't know what to tell a brother like that, man. I'm like, man, that's somebody struggling with acceptance. Somebody struggling with acceptance. I can go on and on, but I'm not. I'm gonna just do it in parts. But yeah, it's R.I.M.E live in HD. Like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we gonna fire back at you guys with some new ones. All right, I'm gonna holler at y'all. Peace.